See, Jim Riley, Tom Sargent, Joe Zillig, Harry Race, Bernard LaChance, DJ Dave, Prolific Winwan, Elton Anderson, Don Wiley, Jim Hall, Bill Duvall, Doug King, 1961, Oyster Cracker Man, All American, Robo Rapist Knight, Red Randy, Red Gordon, and Ellery's. You know why cool people leave, Bernard? Because you're a lying, dipshit. And if you like to eat shit, and things taste like shit, the cheap way, and don't like to pay attention to smells or whatnot, then you get what you deserve. No, I'm afraid, Bernard LaChance, why the cool people leave and the cool stuff goes away is because dipshits like Google Duncan and you and people on Pickett Street, Jamaica Street act like dumb shits, and the All-American makes his pilgrimage in telling everybody what tastes good and what's the best way to do stuff when they don't know shit, don't know how to cook or whatever, and you have to place in your special little brat, Bernard. Anyway, so like I said, they put in let Perlita and the crybabies do it as you Indian fade out and shit. But you know why you're a mass murderer, an idiot, Bernard, and a liar and a thief and a rapist and a pedophile scumbag of La Coward of La Carney, Mr. Carney boy of La Carney, Karen Faust Country and Western. All I'm going to say is this, Bernard: the AT&T building and Godfather's Pizza. And so they leave because dipshits like Red Randy and you guys like to replicate and inbreed all over the place and have to have like a billion 7-Elevens and a billion types of the same thing all over the place, so you guys supposedly don't lose your way. Understand, cowboy hillbilly? Lots of farm animals and shit like all over the place. Pigs, goats, cows. You just gotta have so many chickens all over the place. Eggs. Haven't you figured out the lesson that they're trying to teach you guys? But you're a prison fag, Bernard, and you just can't really seem to understand something when you're that fucking stupid. See, when idiots like you move in, Bernard, and your spoiled rapist friend there who thinks it rules the cosmos with simply the four of you and your delusional nutter fucking philosophy of science, which is absolutely wrong, Harry, You guys don't want individuality. You want everything else the same so you're comfortable in it. So, it's shaping around the reality of Karen and you, Bernard, and all that because you guys can't handle reality. And so when you murder people and you screw shit up, Bernard, and you lie with the Google Duncan and Dave and all that, the cool people leave. So like the once cool pizza shop that had the original, one of the most original tastes in the world, they left, Bernard, because you had to have a carny mode, and then replace it with, candy and all that weird shit that made kids sick or whatnot. It's not really that hard to prove, Bernard, that you don't know what you're fucking talking about and that you moved in to take over Texas or Florida. I mean, everything has to be, so be careful, Bernard. That's what cultism does. So that's kind of easy to prove that's what you guys do because you can't handle reality and you have to have your brain programmed in order to supposedly ghetto survive. But you don't really know anything about internment camps or Nazis or anything. You guys just profess through your supposed divine religiousness that you know everything about everyone, and as long as everything's English, then Haven't you gotten the picture yet, Bernard, that Britain knows you're full of shit with Joe and Karen? Korea, just pretty much everybody knows you're a delusional cowboy Indian psychopath, Joe, Harry Bernard. I'm sorry, Bernard LaChance, LaFag of La Freeman, Ellery's, Yacht Commander, Hillbillies, Inbreeds. They're building it for you, Bernard and Harry. You're a massive lie. You're murderers and rapists and liars, Bernard. You gotta have everything first. amass the cubes first, the triangles first. Everything just doesn't belong to you all. Just keep asserting something that you guys saw or were once a part of, and then you had to, take advantage and take it and claim it as your own. Easy zombies, man. And so they gave you a bunch of zombies, Bernard. That's what you win for stealing shit with Perlita and Karen and all. Because it was a big joke. Like I said, they're even making the movies for you to tell your story of supposed how Joe and you guys were the biggest victims of all time. Because, the children were there and, life would have been better, regret. So they let you, Bernard, if you have to amass the most mothers. Pathetic sicko. That's why we all know Bernard, Harry, Joe, Ellery, Roble Knight, that you're, the All-American in the 1961 oyster, that you're pedophile, rapists, thieves, and liars. Because, Bernard, when you got to copy me and Aaron because we liked a certain techno band or Justin, and you didn't know what that meant, Karen, Stan, the Aurora Central Debate Team, the 70s hipster, Woodstock, they let you have it, Bernard. Even though Perlita and, Dave are not super hardcore ravers, England let you have that regret, Bernard, because you have to sleep with the most girls first or whatnot, that type of crowd. Get it? 70s HIV loving man, Hep C man, Doug King. They let you all have it. Woodstocker, Harry, J Ray 69, LGBT. You guys supposedly know everything more than everybody else now, huh? So if you had to have the rainbow too, Antillaman, and the dials and everything there is to know, and all the computers. Ooh, there's a lot of computers and smartphones too, right, Bernard? So you gotta have all that too. See what happens when the man said collect? They're building it for your delusional, nutter, psycho, cultist ways, Bernard. That's why we document it. Because it's just, it just doesn't seem to penetrate the skull of the dictator, Perlita, and the group of you about how fucking dumb the group of you are when you moved in out here and started fucking doing shit. And it just gets to the point, your little torturing man that's so spoiled and shit, running around thinking he owns the earth and, built everything and did it. It's a lesson. It's not even, Bernard, if you're going to side with Joe Zilligan, you don't know, with you're on a bandwagon and all that, if you don't know what his grandfather, or his father, my great-grandfather, set in, you can join his team, but it was a punishment for what they did out here. I'm not fucking joking, Bernard. You don't know McBride, and you do not know Joe Zillig's father. Dude. You think they were racist? You don't fucking know shit, Bernard. And so if you're going to dabble in with your fucking smart-ass attitude and set in the program, and you guys are going to be hypocrites now and try to control the internet when things were ran a little bit differently and, have Perlita be the front, you, Bernard, are one of the dumbest mofos with those Negroes to ever fucking exist in the face of the fucking universe, dude. But if you think you're that badass, dude, go right ahead and challenge it and come right into the trap and die within it, just like you deserve. Because, the All-American Joe there still hasn't understood the lesson that was set in by my great-grandfather about how big of a dumb fuck that man was, and that group of idiots, for murdering a child. So, if you think rape and all that, and, you're carny to make people sick, supposedly the heroing savior with Karen and the country, you know how stupid you all look with those cowboy hats on? Do you know how dumb you are, Bernard, for the shit pile that the Balamorad and the hippie movement made? I mean, now, come on, Bernard. You're dumb shits, dude. Like, have to be some of the dumbest people to ever fucking exist, Bernard LaChance and Joe Zillig. And pretending with your performance to be the authoritative power of the earth. Or trying to pretend to be my great-grandfather, Bernard the Lafag. You don't even know it. You don't even sound like him. You're not even close. You're a pedophile, you're a rapist, and you're a thief. And that's all the group of you will ever be. And so, enjoy your prison tank, Bernard, because we had tried warning the groups of you before, but it just doesn't seem to penetrate your fucking skull, dude. It wasn't Carney Show before. It wasn't Ghetto Life. It was never country and western. He and some of those families let you build up your piece of shit, Bernard, because you have no fucking idea, not even remotely close, about who some of the relatives are out here and what used to be. So, Bernard, you know, they let you put it all in there with Karen and Don Wiley and that whole bunch, but you get to look like a dumb shit of the earth with the group of them for basically, you know, doing the same stupid ass shit that the All-American and the Joe did as he runs away like a fucking coward and showboating, Bernard. Because, like I said, they had to have that white dick up in the air and your fucking face is all pointed up to the sky. Man, he let you guys have your performance of how dumb fuckery the groups of you are for moving into certain areas near those triangles trying to tell everybody what to fucking do. I mean, Jesus Christ, Bernard. You're supposedly a land surveyor. You have no fucking idea about how fucking dumb the group of you are and what you all have stepped into.